Heat wave conditions are abating in most parts of the country, the Weather Office said on Monday, predicting light rain in the national capital over the next 3 days amid the hottest pre-summer months in decades. Abatement of heat wave conditions over most parts of the country is what the Weather Office has said. India has been suffering from extreme heat this year and millions of people are at risk from the heat. Scientists have warned, linking the early onset of an intense summer to climate change. Many parts of the country recorded their highest average temperatures on record in April, and the scorching weather is expected to stretch into May. The Prime Minister's office has called for a meeting to take stock of the situation and put in motion steps to tackle it, which is due to begin any time now. In fact, that Prime Minister's office taking stock of the situation, that meeting is expected any time now, in which it will take place. It will be by and chaired by Dr. P.K. Mishra, Principal Secretary to the Prime Minister. The current heat wave conditions in the states and how to tackle them will be discussed during this meeting. The meeting comes a day after Union Health Secretary Rajesh Bhushan issued an advisory to Chief Secretaries of States directing them to publicize the guidelines under the National Action Plan on heat-related illnesses down to the district level. They've said the states should sensitize all health staff on early recognition and management of heat illnesses, he wrote. I'm joined by my colleague Sukirti Dwivedi, who has more details, in fact, from the Prime Minister's office taking stock of the situation, that meeting on heat wave conditions in the country. Sukirti, the meeting is due any time now. What more can you share with us on that?
Yes, the meeting is being presided by Principal Secretary to the PM, and he's meeting various state government officials to take stock of the situation. As you pointed out, the Health Secretary of India has already written to the states to implement the National Action Plan on heat-related illnesses, and various tips have already been given on how the health infrastructure across state and districts should be in a very well-prepared state at this point of time in order to handle any patients of heat-related illnesses. The availability in terms of IV fluids, medicines, ORS solutions, ice packs, all of that should be absolutely up to date at this point of time, and also creating awareness among people that people who can avoid exposure to the sun between 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. should avoid that, and how they should take care of themselves by avoiding any edible items with, avoid intake of caffeine or drinks that are high in sugar content, because that will lead to even further dehydration in the body and loss of body fluids. So all of these solutions have already been offered. These guidelines have been offered by the central government already. But in order to get a better grip of the ground reality at this point of time, and whether, any kind of assistance is needed from the center at this point of time. So all of that stock of the situation will be taken by the Principal Secretary, and this meeting expected to begin any minute now.